said rumors. Is she correct?
Yes.
Please clap for her. Which other one again? Anybody with any other idea? Okay, at this stage, I would like to invite the president of the forum to come and tell you more about the spread of fake information. The person of Comrade Yusuf. Isha.
Thank you. So good evening.
Morning, sir.
Yes, as you already said, we are here to enlighten or sensitize you on the fight against misinformation, false information. So we are going to like all of you to hold your pen. If there is anything you need to jot it down. So if you have any question at the end, I'm going to ask you a question. Are you listening? So if you have any question at the end, you jot it down. We are going to ask you a question. Okay. First of all, I would like to start by telling you what the meaning of information. So, have any of you heard about information? Information. The word information.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think is information? You said?
Stand up.
Information. No, I like you.
Information is the process of passing a message from one person to another.
Okay. Said information is the process of passing message from one person to another. Okay, he tried. But the truth is that information can simply be seen, you can define it as whatever you see, you hear, or you see, or you feel is information. Whatever it is you can see, you can feel, you can smell is information. And whatever it is you see is information. Did you get it?
Yes.
Whatever it is that you can see, you can feel, you can smell, you can use all your 5 human senses to feel is information. And whatever it is that you say, the utterances, whatever it is you say from your mouth is still information. Did you get that? Okay. As a result of all these utterances and interaction and whatever, you find out that people are misled. Do not misled. People are misled because of information is whatever, utterances and everything, and it leads to insecurity. So, before I discuss proper on what brought us here, I would like to tell you the meaning of some concept. Have you ever heard about misinformation? Don't say misinformation. M-I-S, then information, misinformation. Have you ever heard about it? Okay. So, misinformation is spreading false information, spreading false information, regardless of the intent, whether to mislead or not. Misinformation is spreading false information, regardless whether you intend to harm someone or not. Meaning that if I spread something that is not true, whether consciously or unconsciously, it's called misinformation. For example, if you share information, if you tell someone something, or you had something and you keep sharing it, or you spread it, or you say something like that, if the information is false, it is what? Misinformation. While there is what's called disinformation. D-I-S, then information. Disinformation. Now, disinformation is deliberate spreading false information. Deliberate. You know the information is wrong. You know what you are saying is not true. But deliberately, intentionally, you keep telling people. For example, you just hate Abu Bakr and you keep sharing information that Abu Bakr is a thief. This is disinformation because you are doing it deliberately just to harm Abu Bakr. So sharing fake information deliberately is called disinformation. Are you with me? So the next thing, there is what you call fake news. Have you ever heard about fake news? Fake news. Okay. Fake news is similar with disinformation. Fake news is sharing false story or narration false intentionally, deliberately, just to tarnish someone's image, is called fake news, especially during politics. Maybe, for example, you have someone from ABC and he don't like people from PDP, so because they want to win a seat, so they will be sharing false information about the candidate of what? PDP. So sharing false story or news deliberately is called what? Fake news. How many of you have heard about rumor? Rumor. None of you. Rumor. Okay. Rumor is any utterances that you keep sharing, any utterances you keep sharing that might be true or false. You keep sharing information that might be true or false. So the advice is that don't ever share rumor. If someone said I had things I had, don't share it. You need to verify. Look for it. Is it true? You need to verify. Then there is this thing we call utterances. Utterances. You know what is utterances? Words. Any speeches or words or interaction that comes out from your mouth is called utterances. Then, in order for us to fight fake news, you don't alter negative utterances. Now, utterances has to do with any speeches that come out from your mouth is called utterances. There is this thing, a software they call deepfake, DEEPFAKE, deepfake. Some videos you see online on WhatsApp mimicking someone. You see somebody natural. For example, you might check your phone one day, sometimes maybe on Twitter, Instagram, or wherever. You can see the video of your director. Sometimes, if someone wants to frame your director, he can use this software, deepfake. It's a video. Then you see the picture of your director maybe stealing somewhere. And if you don't know, you say, "Kai, this is our director stealing someone's property." And it will look exactly like your director. Sometimes, this kind of, not every video you see online that you are saying, even though it shows directly the person you are seeing, even though you are seeing the person directly, not all videos that are true, you need to verify. They use one software called deepfake. That deepfake, when they put your picture and everything, it will mimic you. It will change directly to you, like you, to look the same thing exactly like you. They can argue with a female, with you stealing, you doing bad things, just to tarnish your image. So we are here to tell you that whenever you click on any video and you see reality, don't believe on it unless you verify. I'm going to tell you the step to verify all information. That is what we call social spaces. Social spaces. Now, social spaces are divided into two. We have online social spaces and offline social spaces. Online social spaces and offline social spaces. Social spaces is anywhere or any place two or more people meet for interaction is called social spaces. A social space is places we meet that are informal. For example, tea shops. How many of you know tea shops? Make sure you join. Do you know? Example, it is called a social space. People that used to go to barb your hair and everything. Any place you meet, one or two people meet, is called a social space. Did you know where they call majlis, where people sit like that? It's a social space. If you meet in church to interact, two or more, it's a social space. The most social space. In the market, people sit, right? It's a social space. So anywhere two or more people meet to interact, it's called a social space, especially an informal place where it is not a school setting, especially. What an online social space is, example of online social space is like WhatsApp, any group that has to do two or more people, like WhatsApp, like Telegram, like Facebook and whatever. Any group that has to do with a group of people is called a social space. If it is online, then we call it online social space. If it is offline, it's called offline social space. Then you need to be careful about the utterances that comes out during social gathering. For example, there are a lot of information that take place in the social spaces, and the majority of this information, 90% of information are fake, are false. If you keep believing on it, you cause havoc, you cause problem to the society. So we are here to tell you that whenever you are sitting and someone said so thing happened, ask him when, where, how, by who. If you can't answer this question, don't believe on it, don't make decision on it, just remove it from your head. Don't tell anyone. Are you getting this? For example, someone will just come and say, did you know that Buhari traveled yesterday and he's even in China? Ask him, where did you get this information from? If he said he got the information from this, go to that place. If he said, I got the information from newspaper, then ask him, which kind of newspaper? If he said it's Daily Trust, which date? If he said, go and buy the newspaper or go to the library or wherever, open the newspaper and look at it and read it, because if you read it and you understand that yes, Buhari traveled, then now you can share. But if you can't do that, if it take you 1 year for you to do that, then don't share the information unless after 1 year if you can verify. But if you cannot verify, forget about it, just assume you've not hear anything like that. This is the only measure we can take to save our society from all this insecurity. You can come out from outside now, someone will come and tell that your dad send you to come and pick you. So if you believe in him, you start following. No, go back to your director, tell him to ask your dad, is it true? Even though the person is your neighbor, as long as your father did not ask, tell you that someone will come and pick you, then don't follow him. No matter how big the person is, no matter how respectful the person is, no, don't believe. Don't believe. I get it. So now there is this addict I want you to take. You need to know from today that all information in 21st century, all information you come across with or you hear are fake until proven true and until it has got a verified sources. Meaning that whatever it is you hear, you listen, someone is saying, or you come across on it, just take it as fake, as false, as not true, until you verify and you find out that what it is true. If not, for example, I mean, someone may be big, you respect, or is your pastor, then you just come, or your imam, or your man, or whatever, you just come and tell you that so thing happened, or they don't believe, even though it's a man. Ask him, where did you get it from? How? He will tell you, then go yourself, look for the thing and find out that yes, it is true before you share. If he said that he got it from so place, ask him where the place is, open it and see. When you see it, then you now share. Are you getting it? Yeah. So there are a lot of processes. There are a lot of processes in fighting infodemic. There is what you call an infodemic. An infodemic is what? Excessive information. Excessive. You know what is excessive? Infodemic is excessive information about a particular thing. And excessive information about a particular thing, especially about a disease. During COVID-19, there are a lot of information excessively that contain both true and false. During COVID-19, there are a lot of information about COVID-19. So when there is excessive information about a particular thing, we call it what? Infodemic. And those information include both true and false. Misinformation, disinformation, fake news, and negative utterances. For example, during COVID-19, there is this Twitter. If you check your Twitter, you find out that they say UNICEF. Then under, they now said that if you gargle a salt water with hot water, that it will take out COVID-19. That information is fake. Some people pour a lot of salt on a hot water, and some of them are even burning their stomach because of the fake information they had. And even though you saw it on Twitter, it is not true. You must click on it and what? Verify. Are you getting it? So there are steps in verifying information. The first step, we call it the first phase. PHASE phase. First phase is called the whoa, wait, and what. For example, when you come across to information, the first thing you should do, you ask yourself, wow, and wait. Don't believe on it. If it is on your WhatsApp or Facebook and you saw they say, tomorrow there is no school, just look at it and say, wow, and wait. Then you wait. This waiting, you will ask yourself a simple question. Is this information trying to inform me? Is it trying to what? Is it a story? No. Is it trying to make me angry? You ask yourself, what this information, is it trying to inform you? Is it trying to make you angry, or is it trying to mislead you? You ask yourself this question. After asking yourself this question, then you verify the information. Number one, You look for the source where the information is coming from. You look for the source, where is it coming from? Who is the author? Who is the person that wrote the information? Who is the person that said it? You need to ask yourself this question. That is why whenever someone comes to your place and asks you that, or to tell you something, or give you a story that something like this happened, ask him, have you checked it? If he said no, then you tell him that if you don't have time to check it, you don't have time to share it. I want all of you to say it. If you don't have time to check it, you don't have time to share it. Say it. If you don't have time to check it, you don't have time to share it. What this means is that if you don't have time to go back and verify whether the information is true or wrong, then don't share. Meaning you don't have time to share it. Meaning that some people are so somehow, I don't want to insult them, but do. You just see something on WhatsApp, you will not go and verify. Just because people are keep sharing, just share. No, go back and verify where is it coming from. If you can't verify it, don't share it. Don't believe in it. Don't act on it. Forget about it. Don't tell anyone. And there is this last thing I want to say before I stop. There is what's called eyes fail. Eyes fail. You see your eyes. 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 It usually fail you. Not everything you see that you believe on it fails. Let me give you a good scenario. When you are watching, you can see something bad is happening. Don't conclude. Don't say this is what is happening. Even though you are seeing it with your eyes might fail you. Go to that place. Ask the person what is happening. You can see someone maybe beating a lady, or like it looked like someone raping a lady or something. Don't just go and say you saw someone raping. No, go to the place, confirm, ask. Is it true? If truly you ask it is like that, then you share. If you can't go to the place, don't forget about it. Don't share it. Don't act on it. Don't believe on it. Are you getting it? Let me give you a good story. I was standing outside in ABU, Ahmad University. We saw a lady person with her mother, and all of them are from North. And usually from North, we know how they dress. So the lady dressed without clothes. The lady watching with her clothes, there is nothing, she don't wear any clothes. The only thing she wears is one hijab, and the hijab is so short. So when she raised her hand, all her body were out, and she did not wear anything. But her mother beside her, she wear good clothes with hijab through down. But because we are information professionals, we do not conclude, we do not say this is Malama Jamila watching with her daughter without clothes. We do not say that. Because our eyes can fail us, our eyes can fail us, so we just keep mute and stand. So the woman entered one house, and she came back and met us when we are standing that, please, do we have water? We said no, we do not have water. What happened? We now ask her what happened. But if you allow her to go, we will not keep telling people that this. We ask her what happened. Then she told us that they were watching while a bike man was going. He now hit a pure water, and that pure water section has a sheet on it. So the sheet now pour on her daughter. So because there are a lot of sheet on her daughter's body, she now asked her daughter to remove the clothes. Then she now wear hijab. So you see, this is the reason why she was walking like a naked. Did you see how eyes fail was? So if Azumi should not tell us that, he keeps spreading it. So we want to tell you that from today, don't ever share information you see or you hear or you listen, whatever it is, until or unless you confirm it. If it is true, if you can't confirm it, you forget. If you can't confirm it, you forget about it. So thank you.
I hope all of you are all joking because there is time for questions and answers. Okay, let's introduce the next speaker on the topic of sharing of information and use of social media for educational purpose. Sharing of information using social media for educational purpose. We want to call on Malakia to come and educate us on
social media is, right? What social media? Okay, let's say the example. Can you give me the example? When is the social media?
Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, TikTok.
So when they say social media, you use social media for sharing information. You know, apart from using WhatsApp, just to make guys mention WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and others, chat and others. You know, we can also learn on those platforms, like school learning. Okay, let's take example in WhatsApp. You know we have group, right? Like on a group or something.
Yes.
You know we can also, this is SS1. SS2. Okay, mix and okay, let's say we are using SS3 for example. You open the WhatsApp up, SS3, knowledge is power, right?
Yes.
Maybe you can come in, cut it short as KPSS SS3, right? Okay, maybe let's take an example of this. So you're going back home, resting or using your phone, chatting, WhatsApp, normal friends, you can use, open a WhatsApp group for your class. Then maybe if you are being taught in the class and you do not understand any maybe topic, definitely there will be out of all of you, there will be one person that understands that particular topic, right?
Yes.
You ask who understands so part that Mr. Gabriel taught today in biology or physics class. There will be one person among all of you all that understands that topic. Then that person will use the opportunity to explain more. You know there's difference between you as a peer to explain for each other and a lecturer or a teacher should explain. If it's a teacher, it's different, but since and maybe you will not be able to ask him questions. But if it's your classmate, you'll be able to ask so part you still want to know and you explain more better. So if apart from normal chats, normal friendship chat, you can also use WhatsApp to gain more knowledge. Then let's check Telegram. For example, or YouTube, let's use YouTube for example. YouTube, you know, mostly you see YouTube videos and other things, right? In YouTube, instead of you to just go into YouTube, download choreography of different music, dance, cooking, and other things. You can also use it to learn. You are being given an assignment or a classroom or anything on a particular subject. Let's say in biology, which topic that you understand? Biology. Digestive system. Let's see that.
Cells.
Okay, cells. Let's take an example of cell membranes, right? Okay, you do not understand. Mr. Solomon has been there just speaking grammar, he's speaking French, you do not understand anything. You go to your YouTube channel, you type on cell membranes. You see there will be different types of explanation of cell membranes. Different types. So it's just for you to choose any one of your choice. So you click on it, you see the way either he or she there will explain everything bit by bit. If you do not understand, you can replay. You know you download. If you do not understand, you can replay. Not like Mr. Solomon when he was teaching and you do not understand, start not understand, go back home and learn. But if it's the YouTube channel, you download, you keep playing any part you still not to understand, you can backward it, you listen and it will, some of them will give the practical aspect. So with that you can also learn through the YouTube and other social media. So the social media is not used just for chatting or doing other stuff. You can also use it to learn. Thank you.